Hi, this is Rozz. I'm here in Chernobyl in Ukraine. Now, for those of you who don't know, this was where history's worst nuclear disaster happened over 30 years ago, when a nuclear reactor had an explosion. The radiation generated from that explosion is equivalent to 400 atomic bombs. Because of the radioactive contamination, the entire town had to be evacuated. Now imagine this, you were just going about your daily lives, and then suddenly you had 2 hours to evacuate. You had to leave everything behind and you never return. This is what pretty much happened to the entire city. This place is like a ghost town right now, but it's become a little bit of a tourist attraction, and that's why I'm here. Okay, don't feel embarrassed. This is our tour guide, Misha, and he just wants to tell us to stay off the soil because that's where the radiation is the highest. This Geiger meter which measures the radiation levels. Concrete's only just around 2, but then on the soil, it's going crazy. Oh my god. It's the height of summer at the moment. 32 degrees Celsius, dry heat. And then you know what? We have to wear like long sleeve, everything. We have to cover our arms, body, legs, and our shoes have to be covered as well. Radiation in the air has already almost dissipated. Everything is kind of sunk into the ground, especially the earth, the one I'm walking on. So after this tour, I would need to clean my boots. Let's hope I don't get out radiation on the way out. If not, I have to leave my clothes behind. What the fuck? So this was the kindergarten that was left behind when everyone had to evacuate. Okay, I'm now in a room where I believe was where the kids slept during their afternoon naps. Oh my god, how dark is this? It was quiet until we got to this point because that is of course the nuclear reactor 4 and it's going apeshit. Nuclear reactor 4 is the one where the explosion actually happened, the center of it all. And it's got an old cover, right, Misha?
Yeah,
it's really hastily built. The old sarcophagus is kind of breaking apart right now. Sarcophagus is a very fancy name for a huge cover. This is the new sarcophagus. It's taller than the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
And how wide is it?
12 football fields.
12 football fields. It's going to be done this year, 2016, and by next year, 2017, they're going to start rolling it to cover the old sarcophagus.
So radiation here is 2.6, 2.7 microsieverts per hour.
But it's still safe, right?
It's still safe. It depends on the time which you spend here.
And the general rule is if it keeps beeping, you run in the opposite direction. Okay, so I know you might be wondering, is it safe to visit Chernobyl? A day trip to Chernobyl on this tour, altogether you'll be exposed to 2.2 microsieverts. If you take a flight from Kiev to Toronto, it is 22 microsieverts. That's quite a lot. Bet you didn't know that you're exposed to radiation when you're on the plane, right? How much radiation it takes before it becomes fatal? 8 million microsieverts. So trust me, it is safe to visit Chernobyl. I'm here now in the ghost town of Pripyat. Pripyat was the town where many of the power plant workers and their families lived. Oh man, I think I lost the group. I don't want to get lost here. Hello? Where's everyone? Okay. I legit don't want to get lost here. I'm here at the famous amusement park. You see this in all the photos whenever you Google Chernobyl. Now this amusement park was supposed to be open just a few days after the nuclear disaster. It's kind of sad, huh? To see something that's supposed to bring so much joy looks so derelict, so unused, and so broken. Why am I saying this with a smile? The carousel. I'm so tempted to go up and plonk my fat ass on it, but I don't want to fall because look, it ain't stable, yo. So we're here at middle school number 3. This is just one of the many schools around Pripyat. And we're in this room right now. It's just filled with gas masks. Why is that so?
It was a kind of precaution measure in the Soviet Union that every single student of the school is supposed to have a gas mask in case of natural calamities, in case of war. And also senior year students, they had special classes which were called civil defense. And they were trained to put on this gas mask as quick as possible.
So behind me is the swimming pool, or was the swimming pool. Can you check that out? So this is the apartment block, one of the rooms. This used to be the kitchen, I believe. This is probably the bedroom, or what's left of it. Interesting choice of wallpaper. A library of books just left behind. The living room of a home. This is the old letter boxes. Ah! Oh my goodness, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting bitten by mosquitoes everywhere. I had like a swarm around my head. don't want to get bitten by radioactive mosquitoes. Damn it. I'm gonna navigate my way out to the bus right now. This has been extremely exhausting and quite challenging. But quite an adventure though. Love this. Sometimes I ask myself, why Rozz? Why can't you like normal things like beach holidays, massage, you know? Why must you come to places that used to be hit by a nuclear radioactive disaster? So now we're driving through the red forest. It used to be a forest of pine trees. The pine trees had to be chopped down because they absorb more radiation than other trees. The Geiger meter is going off the charts crazy right now. And we're in the van. Can you imagine what it would be like if we actually got out of the van? Misha says not to breathe. I don't know if I should be worried. Misha, are you joking? Okay, now it's getting better. Back to 1. Okay. After the tour, we have to kind of get a radiation check. This was made during the Soviet era. Apparently, it's still working. Let's hope it doesn't make a sound because if it does, I'm contaminated. Am I clear?
Yeah, okay.
Ah, yes! Clean.
Chisto, it means clean. If there is something wrong, there'll be a lot of noise, and on the screen it will show exactly what part of your body has something.
Oh, cool. You sure this Soviet era thing still works? Yeah. Because I feel very dirty still. So with that, my tour has ended. You know what? I would recommend this tour to anyone who is sick of visiting beaches, the same old cities. You just want something different, right? I'm back in Kiev after a whole day of touring Chernobyl, and I gotta say though, it was a really overwhelming and intense tour. It kind of reminds me of like the Walking Dead world. There's a certain beauty to it that I appreciate. Of course, I took a lot of photos, which you can check out on my Instagram at HeyRozz. Super value for money. We covered a lot of ground. I only paid 99 euros for this. Alright, that's all I got for you for this episode of Rozz Recommends. Look out for other cool episodes. It would help if you download the Clicknetwork app. You can watch the episodes up to a month before we upload it on YouTube. Till the next one, take care. Goodbye.
Sculpture of an angel in ice stands before me. The more I hold her, the more she melts away.